Yo, yo, it's the prescription again. It's myself, the Vivi. I'm joined here with the legendary Dr Mnandi. How you, Doc?
Oh, thank you so much, Vivi. I says Builes Petushugela, so overdose, so sanitizer, so marinator. Today the dog is fresh, coming from a surgical room. So today, be ready. Hey, we've got so much sugar today.
So much sugar. We had a good night's rest. We thought about what we want to say today. And it's more positive things today. Doc, I know over the past few, it's been not that it hasn't been fun, but it's been sad to talk about. Today, we talk about TS Galaxy. Let's kick off with that and what they do. Up to 8th position now. What's happening there? How are they getting up to there?
Let's remind people at home that at some stage they win a relegation based. They were threatened by the relegation. They were second from the bottom, and the change of coaching, change of technical staff has also changed the fortunes of the team. Owen Gama came in, obviously taking over from Denmark. Obviously, Owen is more familiar with the players. Remember, he has worked with them at Highlands Park before he became TS Galaxy. Okay. So apart from that, also there's an element of Shaun Bartlett that Shaun brings into that team. Remember, their combination goes back to Bloemfontein Celtics, where they work together. So that combination complements each other very well. And it tells you the story that Shaun brings the element of man management, Owen Gama brings the holistic decision-making in a team. But I want us to look at their position 8 on the log. Obviously, they've played 17 games with 5 wins. But one thing Owen has brought, any coach that comes into the new team, they need to build their team through a solid defense. I'll take you back. For the last 5 games that they've played, they've conceded 3 goals in 5 games. TS Galaxy used to concede each and every game. So that means they've changed their fortunes. Defensively, they work on their unit. They make sure they lock the gates at the back. And obviously, in 5 games, they've conceded 3 goals. And if you look at their record in the last 5 games, they've drawn 2, they've won 3. And they're not just won 3. They've beaten the teams that were fighting relegation with the Black Leopards. Yes, because if those teams who are close to you need to beat them. So with TS Galaxy, the reason I want us to touch on TS Galaxy, people don't pay attention to them, but they are silent assassins. I call them silent assassins. Very unpredictable team that you can play against, and a team that teams can tell you the truth that it's difficult to play TS Galaxy. Because you don't know how to play. It's very difficult. Okay. Because they bring the element of physical aspect into the game. Very fit team. They bring the element of unpredictability, imagination, and that team for me, it's a team that if you are peeped against them or you're gonna play against them, it's a stress for you. So one thing I want to say, I'm proud with Owen Gama and Shaun Bartlett's combination. It's working wonders. But TS Galaxy people need to start paying attention, because they're going to surprise a lot of teams. Yes, they might not be challenging for trophies or challenging for the league, but they're going to disturb a lot of teams because it's a difficult team to beat. So that's why I call them the silent assassins.
Silent assassins, point stealers.
Yes.
I bet you know what I mean, though.
Definitely,
Listen, we got to start watching them, because I'm also a culprit of that. I haven't been ready for those. I've been to Mamas who lose Maritzburg. Galaxy, they'll come for you. And now that I've been watching, Doc. Arrows started well, man. But over the past 2 weeks, what's your thoughts?
I think with arrows, it proves that it's not how well you start, it's how well you finish. Yes, and we haven't reached the finishing line. But I mean, I'm one different person. I look at things different from a different perspective. I say Arrows, if you look at the last game, they lost against Black Leopards. And now yesterday they played to a goalless draw against Morocco. What does that tell you? I've always said that losses are the price you pay for progression. At times you need to lose to know your feedbacks. And if you look at it, I think it's high time where Mandla sits, because he's in the post-match interview. He said the team looked like there was no confidence. Obviously, coming from a defeat, you lose a bit of confidence. You are cautious. You want to play safe. You don't want a situation where you want to make clean decisions without making a mistakes. But game of football is never like that. To be quite honest, results can be deceptive at times. You'll think that your team is perfect. You find out there's a lot of feedback that you need to look to fix as a coach, and obviously holistically in a team. So I think Golden Arrows, for me, they needed to lose against Leopards for them to look at their tactical outlook, to look at their combination plays, to look at themselves holistically, because ultimately when you win, you start being comfortable and say, we are okay. Yes, confidence is going to come back with a win, but now you need to go through this phase in order to be reminded that don't get comfortable. The more you get comfortable and be familiar with the place, you become mediocre. You understand what I mean?
I understand what you mean. Now, Doc, I need to send a PSA out to the members watching the description.
Yeah.
I don't know if you see what the Doc did there. Former Bafana, former Chiefs player.
Yeah.
He took a loss, put it into a positive. And that's how you have to think.
Yeah.
And that's how you have to
think.
Yes.
It's,
That's good. What do we learn from move forward? So I like what you said there. Us can learn a lot from that man, Doc.
Yes. I like what Yes, because not every loss is meant to hammer you. It's also to serve you as a reminder. Yeah. It's a knock on your head. People I know, they don't like to lose, but unfortunately, you need to lose to know where you stand. And also coming back from adversity, it shows quality, it shows strength in your ammunition.
Now you're I can ride with you. I can go into war with you now.
Yes.
But now I want to touch back on that losing and stuff like that a bit later. But for now, it's a hectic weekend in the footballing world. We go to Germany, you've got Dortmund, you've got Bayern. You go to Spain, you've got Atletico, you've got Real Madrid. Then you go into the Manchester derby. Exciting times. Do you want to just shut those? What's your predictions for those games? Let's start to Manchester.
Yeah. Yes. Before I even touch on prediction, let's clarify for people what derbies means. Because everybody, yes, we love derbies, but we need to understand what it means, because it's a local rivalry between two clubs, which the history between the clubs, bragging rights, the fans, which becomes a critical, and the club history, the club pedigree, which is important. But something we don't touch base on the derby, it's the emotional attachment with it. It comes with the emotional attachment. Why I'm saying this? I'm saying this because at times, especially some players, derbies destroy their careers. Some players, their careers blossoms because of a derby. One game, it changes your life completely. There's no form that guarantees you that you can win a derby. The derby is a different breed. When you go to the derby, it's a different game. It's like a final inside the final. You know what I mean?
Can I stop you there, please? Or ask a question?
Yes, sir.
All these coaches, they come into the pre-match, conference.
Yeah.
And it's another game, 3 points on the table.
Yeah.
It's the league. There's nothing.
Yeah.
It's another game. We're just thinking of the next game. It's not like that. It's
not. It's not.
It's a bit more.
Okay, it starts from the training. Training itself, it's different from training for any other opposition.
Yes.
Secondarily, you see this. I'm not saying they're not serious, but the seriousness goes to another level because no coach wants to lose in a derby. He's told by the club boards that we can play around, but derbies are most important because our fans, we don't want them to get on our back. Yes, we might not have fans in the stadium, but we all know now that fans are there emotionally. So you as a coach, the seriousness, you drive it into the players to say, guys, I know, because I've seen with Chiefs and Pirates. While I was still at Chiefs, I was surprised. The mood changed. The whole week, the mood has changed. Secondarily, the coach is serious all of a sudden. Not that he's not serious, but he changes the way he does his things, the training, the tactics, the drills, everything changes. And also, you see now the team going to the stadium before the game, wearing suits. Yeah, we ask yourself, this is a serious game. Because normally, other teams will wear tracksuits, golf shirts, but derbies will wear suits. It shows the seriousness of a derby because we speak about the club. We speak about club history. We speak about club pedigree. That you cannot lose a derby. So that's what I'm saying. The form means nothing because there's no form that guarantees you will win a derby. It's about the tactical application and the psychological application on the day. Whoever is ready and hungry enough will win the derby, but no element of these ones. Like, okay, let's talk about Manchester and Manchester United. Physically enough, Pep has been on a winning streak, but that doesn't mean. But also, if you look at Man United, for the last 2 games, they've been scored. They've been scored a goal, so they've come in 2-0-0s, so 2 goalless draws. That doesn't qualify that Pep will win the game because it's about what you apply on the day. So take the application level on the day will guarantee you that you get results. But this derby, to give you a prediction between Manchester and Man United, I think Pep is going to win. Not because Pep is on top of the log, but because I think inconsistency from Man U, as it shows from their defense and obviously from their offensive play. So I think Pep looks complete for this game and is going to win it 2-0.
Sure. Even eating a scoreline there, Doc.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to Spain now.
When we go to Spain,
Atletico at the top of the log.
Yeah. Atletico on top of the log, Real Madrid. But if you look at the 5 games that they've played in the last 5 games, similar record in terms of 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. But again, if you're gonna look back at that, it's not gonna work when it comes to derby. The record means nothing, or the previous games mean nothing. It's about the application level. As I said, with Manchester. But important enough, Atletico Madrid's got confidence going to the game because on top of the log. But the underdogs don't have a pressure, which is Real Madrid. Real Madrid coming to this game as underdogs, but I can assure you this is going to be a very interesting game. This is going to be Benzema versus Suarez game, where you're going to see 2 strikers. Both of them, they're going to score. The game will finish 1-1.
I like that. I see a Suarez double. I don't know, but I'd rather go with yours. I'd rather go with your prediction.
No. It's going to be 1-1. It's Suarez versus Benzema. It's going to be 1-1.
Tops that. Germany? Dortmund?
Bayern. Germany, Bayern, Dortmund. Again, similarities between Atletico Madrid and Madrid. But Dortmund are number 5 on the log and Bayern are number 1. But with Dortmund, it's very consistent Dortmund. But when it comes to these games, the different show up. So again, we're expecting Lewandowski versus Haaland. A game, it's going to be nice. But you'll be surprised. This is going to be a high-scoring draw. It's going to be 2-2 draw from both teams because I think Haaland... Yes, it's going to be a draw, 2-2. You'll see on the other side, Lewandowski will score 2 and on Haaland will score 2 on the other side. It's going to be a nice, interesting game.
You see in these derbies, in these bigger games, I need to understand. You go into a team talk. Dortmund, they know who Lewandowski is. Bayern, they know who Haaland is. Now, you're a coach. What do you tell your striker? What do you tell your other people around? Do you tell them, hey, Sané, Gnabry, this is your game now because they're going to Lewandowski? Or do you say, hey, Lewandowski, hey, step up?
I can tell you now, derby's coaches don't need to go 1v1 with players in terms of making them aware what is expected of them. Because already players know that it's going to be seen all over the world. I need to show the world that I can do it. So the Sanés and all them, they're going to be doing in terms of making sure that we want people to talk about us. No, in a derby, I can tell you now, players are selfish. When it comes to derby, you'll find a player wants people to talk about him that hey, you've done so well. So the plan from the coach itself, it has to involve the fact that, yes, Lewandowski is a main man. We need to have patterns that's going to make sure that we take away pressure from him. Because remember, it's about teamwork. An individual is an individual because of the whole collective team. So this is a game where coaches, the easiest part about the derbies is motivation. Players don't need to be motivated. Motivation comes on its own naturally. So you don't have to motivate players. So players are just going to say, I need to deliver for my family, for the fans, for the club pedigree. So it's a nice thing about derby that you don't have to motivate players. They know what it means. You can even say to the players, it's a friendly game. You will see what they're going to deliver. Just because it's got the big word that says derby, players are going to deliver. Sugar
overdose. Blessings, King, blessings. Now, earlier that I wanted to touch on the losing, especially when you've been winning and been doing well so much, and you had one. Swallows, unbelievable so far, but only Sundowns are unbeaten. What does this mean for them, Doc? Now, is it a positive for them, or did you expect this now?
I want to say Swallows have been doing so well. Let's be honest. And if you look at their last 5 games, they played 5 draws. And there were times where you'd come back from behind, they'll equalize. But those draws were a reflection that they needed to fix certain aspects in their game. Because they started so well. And while starting so well, it doesn't mean that you are perfect. You need to fix on other things. But now, this is the danger of winning. The danger of winning makes you comfortable. Ultimately, they got to a loss, which they lost to GS Galaxy. But if you look at that game, it shows you that Swallows, 1, the fatigue is creeping in now because they've been playing the same team. 2, tactically outlook, they need to change now. They need a shift of tactical tactical shift in terms of making sure that now we come out different. Remember, when you plan for strengths and weaknesses of the position. But again, if you go back to watch the game against TX Galaxy, TX Galaxy outran them, outmuscled them because of their strength. So now it tells you that the coach, Brendan Truter, needs to start paying attention to the critical aspect of the game of Swallows. But Swallows are still a good team. They're going to do well. They're still on top. I mean, they are 6 points behind on Sundowns. I think with winning the log, I don't think it's on their mind. They just want to be in the top 4.
And they can do it, man, Doc. They can do it. You've got Kamal Dean, who's playing very well. Yes. He's the prize of the season. He's been out of this world. Can he keep this form up?
Let's go back to Kamal Dean. There's a big part. I think I'm happy when a player takes responsibility and say, I messed up my life. One, he said the team that he played for, Celtic, Chippa, and I think there are 3 teams that he played for, or Steenbeck.
Yeah, okay.
He said he lacked discipline. He didn't take his football seriously. And it's the reason I'm saying this is a coaching point and a teaching point. It's a lesson to all the players that your football career, what has made you famous, you must take it seriously. It's a butter it's a bread that you need to butter every time. Respect it. Hamadin now is playing for Swallows. He's scoring goals. He's the most important player or component in that Swallows team. Not because of his magic, because he has changed. There's a switch in his mind game to say, now I'm taking things serious. But the sad part about it, it's only players realize late that now I need to start paying attention and taking my football, my career seriously. I think it's high time that we know most players didn't go to academies to be taught the right principles at an early age. But that's not an excuse, because players just need to understand that what makes you famous, you need to respect it with both hands, grab it with both hands. Because Messi, as being Messi right now, he still works hard, even if he can retire because he's a billionaire. But our players still needs to pay attention to say, hey, we haven't even made million yet. You understand what I mean? So I need to work as extra hard. While I can still perform, I have 2 feet. God has given me 2 feet. I need to perform week in, week out. Whether it's training session, whether it's the appearance that I have to make somewhere, anything that I do, it has to be professionally. I have to respect my career. I have to respect me being a professional. I need to say to myself that I need to be a good role model to people. People, when they see me, they are younger ones that you inspire. When they look at you, you save people from committing suicide. You make people to distress because they, just for the fact that they are looking at you. So Hamaldin, for me, I take off my head for him to say, I've realized my mistakes. It was through ill discipline.
Yeah.
And there's not, Trev, let's put it in perspective. There's nothing wrong taking alcohol, but you cannot take alcohol as if you're just doing a garden. It's highly impossible. When you take alcohol as a footballer or a professional, there's a certain limit for you to say, this is where I'm going to end, rest, and do all the other important aspects. Because Hamaldin, as we speak right now, he's doing so well, but I know he's worried the fact that I'm doing this late at my early 30s.
But at least, 30s. And you know what? He's motivation for other people right now.
Yeah,
earlier when we spoke about, when I was telling the people, the members, about the mentality of a points. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bulls can ball. We know they can ball. But it's now there. And you can see it with the Hamiltons of the world. You can see it with the O's. I'm not saying you can't ball, but your mind is not right. And that's what you need to figure out.
It's a duet. It's a collaboration.
Yeah.
If your mind is not right, you can't expect to take the better decisions. Your mind, your shift, and what you think about is very critical. So it takes courage to be different. It takes courage to be aware. Because I think Hamaldin, you said now, he's a good example to the younger ones. But the problem is, it's late, but it's not late because he still needs to finish off his career very, very well and say to but important enough. I know he's sitting with himself and saying, I could have done this earlier had I knew. Because I can tell you the problem when Travis, which is important. Lot of men now, I'm not directing players, lack a bit of coaching, of understanding what life is about. We lack understanding of, if we can have coaching from our dads, from our brothers, the senior people, I can tell you some of the decisions, because we make mistakes on the job. We learn on the job.
Yeah.
So Hamaldin learned on the job. That's why the mistakes were there. There's nothing wrong with alcohol, but let's know, if you're a professional, there's a certain way of acting. The behavior, the conduct, it's very critical. No one, I really think that our careers, if we can start paying attention to our careers, we'll go far, because The European players are not better than us, but because they respect their careers, they respect they have got their mentality for it. This is the time where we ask also as Africans to start saying we need to have a mentality for it, a discipline for it, and to tell ourselves that it's doable and it's achievable.
I don't even want to say anything else after that, Doc. I feel like you said it all, man. I feel like you said it all.
I've hammered.
No, but yeah.
I've hammered.
So yeah, to Hamilton, if you all watch it, it's an inspiration. I won't lie. It's an inspiration. Salute to you. Doc,
we do salute him. Chef, Vivi, thank you so much, my brother. It's so nice. Every time I have these talks, it's a therapy for me.
Hey, therapy for me as well. Get things off my chest.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Final words for the members.
I just want to say this is a weekend again. Football, people need to watch football. Go through website of Marshall, World of Sport, and look at all. I see nice competitions there. And let's retweet and tweet. Yes. So people, Marshall has got some nice things for you guys. Follow us and follow me. You'll get all the necessary information.
Yeah. Yes, guys, thank you so much. Please remember to follow Dr. Mnandi, follow World of Sport, and just shoot us any questions. What do you guys want us to chat about on the show? What announcements do you want us to make? Let us know. Shout outs. You know how it goes. What's that show again? Remember, Jam Alley.
Yeah.
It's just like Jam Alley.
Yeah, it's Jam Alley.
All right. Guys, subscribe, enjoy, follow. Stay safe.